can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you. And now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Like 20.
Here's Goff. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Goff. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Fighting throw. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Swap. Mother swap. Good.
Mixing up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 23-yard line.
South. Texans.
Stroud to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Swap. Another swap.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. Jaded Higgins, 56 yards. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Goff now to throw.
The 25-yard line.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tonight. 180.
Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
To throw is gone. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Henry Toronto got in there behind the line of scrimmage that time. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's gone. Looking middle, and that's complete.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
120.
Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
What's that?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Goff.
4-yard line.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tony. Oh, boy.
Mixon running wide side. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stroud sets up the play action. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another Texans 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
18. That's it. Robbie.
Stroud looking to change the play.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
30 yards.
And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Formation for the Lions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, and that is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready. Get started here with the second half. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, let's go. 18.
They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18. What's that?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It was covered by Brian Branch.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Nico Collins. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run forward Marks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 2.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise who's going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Swap. Another swap.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Red. 12. 19. 12. Robin. Good night.
Stroud off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Kaimi Fairbairn the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take
So
over
we get a look at the
1st and 10.
Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Complete to Wright. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a
From the
gain of
33, here's a
Brings up
2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Goff.
That's complete to the Porter.
And past the foot. Before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And that's good for a pickup. of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the 50, it's gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed. A couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Oh, bro. 19 Texans.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Some tough running, but it only gets them to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 54 yards. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Lions now.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark it down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And now out comes Houston.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
That's right. At 18. That's right.
Nixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
At their own 22-yard
So now, Charles,
line.
this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Motion. Stay with it.
Now Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. On the ground, it's March to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Oh, nice move. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion left comes Williams. Off play action. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now gone. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Did he run him? My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Noel. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could go trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
He is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
All right.
Stroud to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tackled by the quarterback, Derek Stingley. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Gone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
180.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here. On a slant, here's Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Oh, right.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
How? What's that? What? 118. What's that? 2J.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section.
Maybe get any type of points on the board. It'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings. It will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now it's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Jack Fox in punt formation.
Now on 4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, what's that?
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
All right. 18.
A toss left. Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
91 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
Now Joe Mixon.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive of 4 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, when people don't got put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The box is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Watch him do it. We survived outside all from the music.
Here we go.
One last throw here for Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.